Hey, good evening, guys. It's Ken from Doubletree Farm, and we haven't been posting much here the last couple days. We've been pretty busy with a lot of other things other than the farm project, but today we're working on the hay wagon. We came out to Mom and Dad's house, and Dad and I have been working on this hay wagon all day. We got the front tires taken off, and we disconnected these tie rod ends back here for the wagon. And this one's real good. That's freed up nice, turning nice, and we're having a real hard time getting the tongue to turn. And then we got this other tie rod here disconnected, and it's connected up right now, so we can have the leverage from the tongue. And once we got that disconnected, we found that the joint in the tongue worked fine, but this one is froze up. This wheel right here is all froze up, so we got some penetrating oil into it. We've been filling that grease zerk, and we've been using that tongue to turn it back and forth and back and forth, and it's coming loose, but it's taking an awful lot. And you can see we got a good mess going on here, but we're gonna try tomorrow, see if we can use some heat, break that free. And then we added a tow board up here to the front, so we have a spot to put our heels. And then I got two bus seats out of a school bus that are in really good condition. And I didn't know this originally, but bus seats, this would be a driver's side bus seat, and it's got legs that go into the aisle, but there's no legs on the inside of or on the outside of the bus. So what they end up doing is attaching it to a rail on the inside of the bus, and then this is going to be a passenger side seat. So we took them out, we flip-flopped them, and then we just built this block in between. And so we got our seat height up here about 24 inches, and it's about 76 inches wide, 77 inches wide, somewhere right in there. But it'll accommodate 3 people very comfortably, and it doesn't even bother you to split the seat in between. But so we got these things mounted up today. And with as tall as the seat is, even though I'm pretty tall, we have 14 inches in between the front here and the tow board, which works out good for hooking my feet in here. So when we're driving the horses, using the horses to pull the wagon, I've got something to kick my feet against, you know, so they don't end up pulling me off the front. And so anyway, the last thing we got to do is we've got this piece over here that goes on the back, and looks like we might need a new slow moving vehicle sign here soon. But we got that piece that goes on the back of the wagon here, and we're gonna, I think, rebuild that all together because that other piece is pretty broke down. The wagon was in pretty rough shape there for a little bit, and we took and sanded that down, so it's looking good. Dad got this other tongue finished. You can see the yoke is pinned up on the front. This is about a 10-foot piece of ash, and a friend of ours in Michigan had this piece made up for the rear of the tongue, and then this here will replace on the wagon right here. So I hope I'm getting good enough footage for you guys. I don't see everything that I'm doing with the screen right now, so I hope you guys can see okay. But yeah, so this is a tapered tongue, so this is a little bit of a bugger to cut, but it tapers down to about 2.5 inches or so from like 4 or 5 inches up here. I don't remember the exact measurements, but anyway, yeah, so everything's looking really good. We're probably going to paint this red to match all of our other stuff, but yeah, we got that slid in there and everything's looking good. So hopefully tomorrow we'll break that other wagon spindle free up front there on the near side, and then hopefully we'll be pulling a wagon tomorrow with the horses. It just had a fresh rain tonight, and it rained really hard. You could see it. We'll slip over here. Those mountains there in the back. There was a big storm that ran across here, across these mountains, and then came right over top of us and dropped a ton of rain. And everything's really slick and wet now. And I mean, you can see the tractor tires. We had to feed the horses tonight, and it just tore everything up. So, and the horses are all nice and muddy. So anyway, so I don't know if we'll pull the stone boat around the pasture much tomorrow, but yeah, like I said, maybe we'll get this wagon out and we'll have to replace the tires. These tires are over 50 years old. They're the same tires that Dad was pulling on when I was a kid, and he had them before that. He bought it, or had it when he bought the trailer. So we're not sure that if we were to, they're tube tires, but they're weather checked on the outside, and we're just not sure that if we were to put hay bales on them, that there's some of that weather checking there, but if we were to put some hay bales on them, that they'll continue to hold air. So I think we're gonna end up replacing those here before the 1st of June. I think around the 1st we'll get our first cutting of hay. So anyway, everything's looking good though. I just thought to give you guys an update and let you guys see what's been going on, and hopefully we'll get some more footage here soon, and maybe we'll take you guys along for our first drive on the hay wagon tomorrow. So pray for us. I appreciate you guys watching.